Hello and welcome to another episode of The Rooted Experience. This is a part 2 of contracting a marriage in the market. Now on this episode, I got to learn more about how marriages in the Dagbani culture are contracted, and whoa, some of the views were different. Just a quick one before we get started. 25:30, you're too old.
Yeah.
So that means if you wait till that time,
If you don't take time, you won't get a man to marry. Either you'll be educated, we call them I know my rights. The men fear them because when you marry her and come to her house, she'll tell that she knows her rights. And the woman don't have a choice in the husband's house. What the husband wants, that's what she will do.
Hello guys, welcome to another episode. Right now we want to learn more about the culture and the way of life of the Dagbanis. I wouldn't be in the best to tell you because I don't know anything about it, so that's why I have a special guest here to break everything down and explain it to me and to you guys. The extended family system is what is operated here.
Yes.
And you're talking about how marriages are contracted here in the northern part of Ghana. Can you explain briefly how it goes about?
Even if you don't know the woman and you marry the woman to the family, you know when you have to maltreat the woman, the father will not take it, the mother will not take it. Even if you have issues among yourself or within yourself, it will only remain in your room. It can't come out. Because when it comes out, your father will call you and warn you and give you an advice. And they will call the woman too and give her an advice. There is a lay down process which you cannot go contrary with. If you go contrary with, they have to bring you to the order.
It was interesting to note that times have changed and now couples actually date somewhat and meet up at the marketplaces or market days, as compared to the past where you were not even allowed to meet with your to-be spouse. And it led me to find out how their financial system was set up in the home. The city, there's the upkeep, finance and everything. How does it work in the village system?
In the village life, when a man married a woman during the farming season, you just get a 2-acre land or 1-acre land and give the woman seeds, maybe groundnut, to sow on the land. So when the woman sow on the land, the woman will be taking care of the land until it gets to maturity. If the man have time, when there is time for weeding, the man will come and help you to weed small and go to his own farm again, so that you will be doing the weeding alongside with your house chores. So that kind of farmland is your chop money. Everything will come from that farmland. When you harvest, either you get 3 bucks, 10 bucks, 100 bucks that you get is belong to you, only the woman. The man you will not have hand in it. That's the one that you use to clothe yourself, to buy your clothes, to buy your petty things, your needs, and everything that you want. It will come from that one. The man will don't have to give you money again to do anything. Everything will come from that piece of land and then the produce that you get from it. For the man, you get to provide the food stuff, maybe the cereal or the grain, either maize, yam. She will not ask you of what, give me money and I buy salt and I buy pepper and I buy granite paste. No, everything will come from the woman. That was quite interesting to note, and I proceeded to find out how exactly were the marriages contracted in the village. You were talking about how the marriages are contracted, that it's based on the highest bidder. No foodstuff, no item, cash. Actually cash. In the villages, women are scarce. All the women, they are running into the towns and the cities. So, and because we practice extended family system, you will be living with your auntie in the city or in a nearby village. So when the lady gets to maturity for what? Marriage. The auntie will then send the lady to the father's house and tell the man, oh, your daughter is now ready for marriage. The man will ask the auntie, oh, do you have someone in hand? Or have someone have been greeting you because of her? If the woman said no, and they asked the lady, and she just said, no, I don't have someone in mind. then she's now open for bid. So the nearby communities or the nearby houses, they will be telling one another, oh, there's a lady in this house who is ready for marriage. So if you can come and try your luck. And this your luck means the amount you have and the amount you can spend. That will give you your luck.
In a world where individualism and self-reliance has become the norm and everyday life, I was extremely curious to find out how the extended family system has an impact on the family unit.
That one even brings unity among the family.
Yes.
Because, for instance, my uncle's son or daughter is with my mother.
Okay.
And my younger brother is also with my uncle.
Okay.
So it will bring the relationship. It will strengthen the relationship between the father and then the mother. Though you are not at the same place, but your children, you share children.
The family system here is really, really strong. And also I noticed that there are multiple wives in some of the households. Can you touch more on that?
Yeah, that one, in our local way, the Tagumbes, they used to marry many wives.
Okay.
Simply because our main source of income was farming. As many as you marry, a woman will go to the farm and help you, the man. And the more you procreate, the children, the number of children, especially the male child that you have, that will tell the length of what your farm size.
Okay.
So that's why the Gomez, they marry plenty. We are also the Gomez and at the same time Muslims. So for Islam, it gives a specific. Like a Muslim man, you are supposed to marry 4 wives. You can be treat them equally.
Okay.
And that is the key word, the equally.
Okay.
Because when you give this woman this, you have to give the other this. They even said that our prophet, I learned she married about 9 wives. And when he went out and coming back, she would just come and enter one woman room and give her something. So don't let your friend know that I've given you this. You go to this woman and give all of them. So when they sit in a public like this, she said, oh, among all of you, my wives, I love one among you the most. Anyone that I give something this morning, she's the one I love most among you. This one will be smiling, this one will be smiling because you know that he's giving you something. And I also know that she's giving me something. Meaning I'm the one he loves most. Not knowing that he gives all of you. So they say we should practice what our prophet did in Islam. If you know you cannot be fair with them, just marry only one.
Wow. Okay.
So that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. So there's a fair understanding from the side of the wives and the men that this is how it is over here. So you don't have to treat one better than the other.
You have to treat them all equally.
All equally. Okay.
And then the children that you give birth to, they all live in the same compound. There will be unity. This one will be called my elder, this one my elder, this one my elder. In our house, when you come to my place, you will hear all my younger siblings, my mjele.
Okay.
The one following me, mjele, the one following me, mjele. When they have to greet you in the morning, they have to squat and greet you. When that is happening in the family, there's a unity and peace in the family.
I couldn't help but notice that most of the ladies get married at an awfully young age, and I wanted to find out why.
I noticed that in a lot of the households, a lot of the women are quite young. They're already married with kids. So how is it a norm, or because I can see that a lot of the women who are married with children, they are young.
Yeah. Our lady says a lady can marry at the age of 16.
16, okay, wow.
Yeah, so at the age of 16, a lady is supposed to get married.
Okay.
If you are a student, then it can take a while. But if you wait, you will get to 25, 30, meaning you are too old.
Oh, okay. 25, 30, you're too old.
Yeah.
So that means if you wait till that time,
If
you're
you
not
don't
going
take
to...
time, you won't get a man to marry.
Oh, I see. Why
Because
is that?
either you'll be educated, and those educated, they are too new. As we will take it.
Okay.
We call them I know my rights.
Okay.
So the men fear them because when you marry her and come to her house, she will tell that she knows her rights. So what you command her to do, she will tell you that this is what my dad tell me to do. I won't do it, or I also know because I'm educated, I know what I'm supposed to do and what I'm supposed not to do. And a woman don't have a choice in the husband's house. What the husband wants to do, that's what he will do. And the husband will not command you to do bad things. That is it.
Is it based on local Dagbani culture or it is based on the religion?
You know, that one we blend everything together.
Okay.
Because we are the Gomez as well as Muslims.
Okay.
So we practice their religion as well as the Dagbani. Tradition and the religion, they come closely together.
So in tradition, is it also 16 years or there's no age?
For tradition, there's no age limit, but you can marry as young as that same age.
That same age, I see.
Yeah.
The next thing I wanted to find out is if they were marrying at the age of 16, how then do they go to school?
Well, let's say you're in school and then you get married. Do you stop the school or you continue, or how do you do it?
You know, school, we have levels. It is the basic level. From junior high to senior high. If you marry, then you have to stop attending school. But if it is the tertiary, you can be in your husband's house whilst you are a student as well.
So why do you stop the basic one?
You know, the house choice, you cannot be doing it whilst attending school. Because basic level, you start early in the morning. And the woman have to do house choice early in the morning as well. Serve the husband, prepare food. By the time she will finish all those things, she may be late.
Okay.
And as well, maybe the school is not where she is. She have to travel to a different community or a different village or town for school. So it cannot be possible for you to get married and be attending school as well when you are in the basic level.
Did you decide that you want to finish the school, or your parents will say no, you have to stop now?
The woman can decide to finish school and get married.
Okay. It's her choice, not anyone.
It's her choice. And nowadays, the parents are also into it. They also like their wards to attend school.
Oh, okay.
So for nowadays, they don't force children into marriage until a true one-to-one go and do teenage pregnancy. Without their knowledge, that one is different. But legally, they don't also allow it for now.
Basically, there's an unspoken code of conduct here. Everyone knows what to do, how to act, how to respect elders, how to live peaceably without needing any enforcement or reminders, which I find so fantastic. So I don't know, or I don't understand where the notion of uncivilized and barbaric comes from. Just because something is different from how you do it doesn't make one wrong or make one inferior. They are just different. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sticking to me. I cannot wait to explore and go around. You guys should stay tuned. You'll be amazed. Just wait. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Bye.